In this video, I'm going to share with you how in-person sports coaches are adding an extra $3,000 to $5,000 per month to their income without adding any more in-person sessions. Because if you're a sports coach, let's get real for a second. Let's face it, training each athlete one time a week isn't enough. But the problem is that you can't train everybody every single day, leading you to be stuck trading time for money, chase around athletes to get them to come in person, especially in season. And you teach the same concepts week after week with limited progress when you know you could help so much more. And you can only work with a limited amount of athletes because you're constrained with the amount of hours in the day. And what you want is to get paid for what you know, have consistent, repeatable income, and provide the highest level of service to your athletes. But what you really want is to be the best coach that you can be, make a comfortable living doing what you love, which is coaching sports, and live a life outside of just being a coach. You don't want to have to be tied to giving lessons over and over and over and over again without ever having to give a vacation, okay? So, if that resonates with you, who is this video specifically for? You must have 5 to 10 in-person athletes. You're ambitious and you want to grow your business and you want a proven shortcut to scaling without the guesswork. Okay, if that's you, then this video is for you. But who is this not for? You don't already have an active roster or access to athletes, preferably at least 5 to 10, okay? If you don't have an active roster or you don't have access to at least 5 to 10 athletes and you could train them, this is not for you. If you're unconfident in your coaching ability, okay? If you're not confident as a coach, this is not for you. And if you want a get-rich-quick scheme, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme, okay? It does take work. It is a proven process, but you do have to run the plays in order to see the results. Or if you're afraid to work hard for a better life, you just want to press a button and everything gets better for you, you feel sorry for yourself when things go bad. If that's you, then this is not for you. This will never work for you, okay? But if you do have an active athlete roster, if you're not afraid of hard work and you want the step-by-step path to success, stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to show you exactly how this works. And you might be asking yourself, why should I listen to you, okay? Who am I? My name is Nick Neville. I'm the founder of Just Coach. I'm a former Division I baseball player. I played at 3 Division I schools in San Jac, which is one of the top junior colleges in the country. And I'm a former online baseball coach. I worked with over 250 athletes in just 10 months, all through online training as a 25-year-old, training athletes on my laptop out of my backyard. And I started getting a lot of questions asking how I was doing it, right? A 25-year-old training 250 athletes in 10 months is, something to take note of, right? And so what I do now is I founded a company called Just Coach, where I teach coaches how to expand their businesses by leveraging online training and social media. We're an online education company first. And after working with over 200 sports coaches across 10 different sports, we realized that coaches need more help with their in-person coaching as well. And so we started teaching the hybrid training model, and the results have been insane. Just like Peyton right here, added $15,000 in 30 days since starting his program. Okay, he literally has 100 followers on Instagram. You don't need a ton of followers on Instagram to do this. You don't need any. Okay, Carl right here closed 2 hybrid college players this week at $1,500 paid in full each. He closed his hybrid sales. He actually ended up adding an extra $75,000 in cash collected in just 90 days of implementing the hybrid training model, okay? Ed right here wrapped up his biggest month. He made $7,400 in October. He made 10K for the first time actually at the end of 2024, and he's on pace to do over 100K in 2025 after never having done over $45,000 before implementing this, okay? Sean right here is a football coach out of Massachusetts, did over $7,000 in sales, and he's implementing this while being in season, coaching a high school football team, and he just had a baby, and he's got a wife. Matthew right here did over 13K in a single month. He's a former professional baseball player, quit his 9-to-5 6-figure sales job to go all in for hybrid and online training. And now, as you can see, he makes $13,000 every single month training athletes in a hybrid and online model, okay? So why hybrid training is taking over? Number one, athletes are demanding more accessible, personalized coaching. Athletes are freaks these days, okay? Go on any recruiting website. These dudes are insane. Okay, and so hybrid training combines in-person and online coaching to scale your impact without sacrificing client results. If you want to continue to keep up in this competitive market and actually get your athletes the best results possible, you need to implement hybrid training into your business. And it allows you to keep your athletes accountable and provide them more value 7 days per week instead of just the typical 1 time a week. Okay, so this is exactly how the hybrid training model works. Number one is you want to develop your first hybrid training program by using an online training app, particularly using one specific athlete. Step 2 is present and package your hybrid offer properly to get athletes to say yes. If you do this improperly, you will be wondering why hybrid's not working for you. Okay, and then number 3 is optimize your program to maximize your schedule, impact, and revenue, okay? We want to create a win-win between the athletes and the coaches, and there is a way to do it, and it's through hybrid, okay? You're going to charge more money, you're going to provide way more value, and everyone's going to be happy about it, okay? So step number 1, create your first program. What most coaches do is they iMessage their athletes back and forth to schedule. They provide extra feedback outside of their sessions for no additional charge, and they never document their information, okay? They say the same things over and over and over again, but they never thought to document it and give it out as a digital asset. And so what this leads to is feeling overworked and underpaid because you're not getting paid for this extra work that you're doing. Athletes tend to come back saying they forgot what you worked on the previous week, and you're all over the place. You got your wife texting you, you got your kid texting you, you got your athletes texting you, and you have zero organization. And the problem is that you feel frustrated and burned out. There's circular training every single week where you're working on the same things with the same athletes over and over and over again, hoping that eventually they're going to get it, and you feel like things get lost, okay? And so what you need to do is document your training sessions. Okay, document it, write it down, record them, and upload them into a training app. You can segment them by going exercise by exercise, drill by drill, and putting them in a structured way. We recommend by using the Connect app. We actually have a partnership with them directly. All of our coaches get a discount by working directly with them. And then you're going to train your athletes the other 6 days that you're not with them, but by providing them feedback, video analysis, drills, etc. All the information that you have in your brain, you can actually now start to give this to these athletes in a way that they like to consume it. Because what do athletes love to do? What do 17-year-old kids love to do? They love to be on their phone. Why wouldn't we give them more information that's going to help them in a medium that they actually care about? Okay. And so what this actually leads to is you can actually, in a very real way, charge more because you're providing more value. Okay. Athletes can follow a structured plan every single day, and you can have your organized training information that makes it easier for you and for your athletes, okay? And the benefits are you can charge higher prices, you can attract higher level athletes who want more rather than less. The higher level athletes are going to probably pay more money because there's more at stake, right? They can play in college or they can play on the varsity team. If you want to work with higher level athletes, this is the way to do it. Okay, and then number 3, you can get better results because now you're helping them more frequently. Ask yourself the question, if you had access to yourself when you were 16 years old at this point in time, how much differently would your career have gone? The answer is probably way differently because you would have had somebody holding you accountable and giving you the plan to actually succeed. That is what these athletes are craving these days, okay? So that's step 1. Step number 2 is present and package your hybrid offer. Okay, so what most coaches do, they charge per session, they never learn how to properly convey value, aka they don't know how to sell, and they don't create packages. And what this leads to is inconsistent income. You can't charge what you're worth because you can't explain the value you're giving. Most coaches out there want to just say, oh, I don't want to have to sell. Well, how is anybody going to know how valuable your training is if you can't convey it? By the way, conveying value to somebody else, that is sales, okay? And short-term commitments. People just come in for one-off sessions. They're never bought in for the long term because of the way that you're presenting your training to them, okay? Because you are only saying, come in one session for 1 hour. They're never buying into the long-term process with you or their training. No wonder they're not going to buy into the long-term process because you're selling them something so short-term, okay? So athletes and parents don't value your time because of this, because you're just charging one-off per session, okay? You never make any more money because you can't properly present your offer, and nobody commits to the long-term process, which is what you actually need to not only have consistent and repeatable income, but to actually maximize the amount of results. So what you need to do is you need to create a package that includes sessions and the hybrid supplement, okay? So where you can go 4 sessions per month plus the hybrid, and you create that for a monthly price, and then you package your services into a 3 to 6 month development program. So for example, you could go, let's say 3 payments of $500 over a 3-month time, okay? And now you're getting $1,500 committed, and a bonus is you can even give them a discount to prepay for $1,200. Okay, now that cash is in your pocket, you get them committed to the 12-week program, and you can actually focus on development rather than having to chase them down, hoping that they give you money, okay? This allows you obviously to charge higher prices, $400 to $600 a month. We have coaches that charge $3K for 6-month programs, $4K for 6-month programs, okay? Because they're going after the right types of people, they're making a great offer, and they have a great program to get the best results. That is how you do it, okay? This leads to committed athletes who pay higher prices. The long-term frame is established, so that way people want to work with you over an extended period of time, instead of just coming to you after they have a bad game or they feel like they need a tune-up, because everyone knows that is not going to do anything. No athlete is going to get better from one session, no matter how good of a coach you are. They need consistency, and you can make more with less overall athletes. If you have 20 athletes paying you $500 a month, you will make $10,000 a month. You probably have more than 20 active athletes right now, but they're not paying you consistently. Okay? They're not paying you consistently. They're not paying you for the overall package. That's why you're struggling right now, because you don't know how to price, you don't know how to package, and you don't know how to create an actual valuable offer with an additional product that will actually, in a very real way, show how you can provide more value. It'll justify this price increase. And the benefits are, number 1, obviously, you make more money so you can live a better life. Okay? Your athletes are prepared to train for a longer term, which leads to more buy-in, and let's face it, less stress and less headache having to chase people down, hoping that they Venmo you or Cash App you or give you cash after the lesson. No more of that, okay? And then step number 3, once we've learned how to do that, we need to optimize your program. And so what most coaches do is they never transition all of their athletes to hybrid. They keep letting them come in per session. They don't, take control over their own business. They don't have in-season options where they just say, oh yeah, you can either come in or you don't, instead of providing, hey, you come in once a month and then you get this hybrid program as well, right? We'll get into what the benefits of that are, but most of the time you just hope athletes come back after your season, right? And what this leads to is no communication with athletes during seasons because they're not paying you, okay? And so you feel like if you continue to communicate with them and give them help, then, you're almost being taken advantage of, but you don't want to not communicate with them because you actually care about their careers. And so you're left in this dilemma of, do I provide them more value? If you do, you feel like you're being taken advantage of. If you don't, you feel like you're not actually helping the athlete, but it's because you haven't optimized your program. It's because you haven't learned how to price and package. You don't have a hybrid package on top of it, okay? And so progress is going to stall for athletes in season because they stop training because you didn't tell them that, hey, we need to commit to the long-term process and continue to work in season. You didn't help them in a different way to be able to continue training during the season, okay? And you'll get a lot of turnover during the seasons. You'll get a lot of people to leave during the seasons, and revenue dips and is inconsistent based on the time of year. Value is lost during the season when you could be providing so much more, because I know you have way more information and value to give than just whatever you're giving to them in that 30-minute to 1-hour session, okay? And it's hard to grow if you're constantly fighting the roller coaster. Okay, let's say you sign up 10 new clients in the off season, and then the season comes around and you lose 7 of them. Well, now you've only netted 3 extra clients. Imagine if you were able to keep all of those 10 clients and then add 10 again the next off season. Your book would grow so much faster. Okay, but because you can't retain them in season, because you can't retain that revenue to consistently grow your business, you are bottlenecked. And so what you need to do is transition all of your athletes to a hybrid program. And any new athlete is now on a hybrid program. You come in once a week, twice a week, once a month, twice a month, whatever it is, and you get the hybrid supplement. Only people that work with you, anybody that works with you needs to be on this hybrid program for your benefit and for your athletes. It is a win-win, okay? And then you create in-season hybrid packages that focus primarily on online training where they see you once per week, and now you can give them feedback throughout the season to make sure they stay sharp, okay? What this leads to is constant communication, continued progress, higher retention, and the benefits are that it's easier to grow your business when you don't lose customers. Athletes get better results where you'll get more referrals and more testimonials. You will feel better. You will feel more fulfilled, and you don't have to stress over the down period. So I just walked you through exactly how this works. At this point, you really have 2 options, okay? The long way is to take this information and figure it out alone, guess and hope that what you're doing is going to work, and potentially waste thousands of hours trying to figure this stuff out. Option 2 is a quick way. You can let us show you exactly how to do it. Okay, we have a proven track record. We've worked with over 200 coaches across 10 different sports. There's a reason why people continue to come to us and get insane results. We'll save you the time and the headache of trying to figure it out on your own. So if you value your time and you want the fast track, fill out the application down below this video. And if you're qualified, you'll have the opportunity to schedule a call. We'll talk to you. You'll talk with our team on that call, and on that call, we'll dive into your current coaching situation and honestly just see if we can actually help. Okay, all we want to do is figure out if we can actually help you, and if we can, we'll walk you through the next steps of how we actually can. We'll come up with a custom roadmap for you that shows you here's how you can implement hybrid training into your business. Okay, but we're only going to make you an offer if we know we can actually help. Okay. The last thing we want is to start signing people up into our program. Negative word of mouth goes around. People don't get really good results, and it waters down the level of our community. We have over 100 active coaches in our community. We're only going to make you an offer to work with you if we are 100% confident that we can actually help you. Okay? Otherwise, it's a lose-lose. We're trying to create a win-win-win. You work with us, we help you help your athletes, everyone wins. Okay? And so you might be wondering how we help specifically. Well, let me show you. This is exactly how our program works. We have a full curriculum that walks through how to create a hybrid program, how to present, package, price, and sell your hybrid program, how to optimize your program, a community of over 100 other coaches already implementing exactly what you want to implement, and group calls to collaborate with other coaches around the country as well. Here's a breakdown of our program journey. So you join the program, you get on board. We have a bunch of different action steps. We have it very, very, very detailed to where, hey, it is literally step by step. It is a checklist. This is exactly how to do it. Okay. We have templates of online programs that you can follow. We have a partnership with an app platform that you can put all of your training information onto. Like I said, you actually get a discount by going through us. And that way, we're basically showing you, here's how to do the hybrid training model, step by step, okay? And we'll take you through that entire process. We also have a bonus module that'll show you a little bit into how we help coaches expand online. And then we have a few options after that. We have another program called Remote Training University, where we help coaches expand online. We show them how to market and sell on social media and get clients from all over the country. And we also have another program for coaches doing over $5,000 to $10,000 a month, how they can expand and actually grow a legitimate online business, right? So this is the hybrid playbook. This is how we're exactly going to show you how to create a hybrid program. This is what the program checklist looks like. Every single week, we have group coaching calls, and you'll complete a weekly check-in form. You'll have a one-on-one coach that'll help you through this entire process. And then at the end of each milestone in the program, you'll have a form to fill out and a worksheet. So that way we can actually hold you accountable to the things that you need to be doing, and you can document your process along the way. You'll have your onboarding call with our team and a graduation call with our team. So that way we can show you what your next steps look like. Okay. So this is the fast track. And if you want the fast track, then go ahead, fill out the application, schedule a call to speak with us down below this video. We're looking forward to speaking with you very soon. But you might be thinking, I don't have the time to do this. And to be honest with you, that's not true, because the program is designed to fit into your existing schedule. We handle the heavy lifting so you can focus on the coaching. We'll show you every single little thing. All you have to do is implement what we're teaching you, okay? And it's literally only 10 to 15 hours of upfront work to change your business forever. You literally do not have time to not do this if you actually want to get to where you want to be in life. If you want to make more money, you want to impact more athletes, you want to provide them a better service. You actually, in a very real way, don't have time to not do this. Every day that you are not implementing the hybrid training model is a day that you are missing out on getting towards where you actually want to get to, okay? Or you might even be thinking athletes won't pay for this. Well, athletes love flexibility and accountability that hybrid training provides, okay? And we'll teach you exactly how to position this for your clients so that way they actually say yes and they see the value in the training, okay? Athletes and parents pay for what they deem valuable. Training with more structure and frequency is valuable in itself, okay? And parents pay thousands for showcases all the time to go there, and quite honestly, most of the time suck. They have nothing to showcase, okay? And so we will show you how you can actually sell them on the idea of training, so that way when they spend this money on showcases, it's not a waste of their money, right? Because the best way to stand out at a showcase is not to go to a million of them. It's to get really, really good when you're training and then go to one showcase and stand out, okay? And you might even be thinking, this won't work for me. Maybe you're thinking that, I live in a small town. People have small town mindsets. We have coaches that literally work in small towns that have transitioned their entire book of business to hybrid, and all of their athletes love it. Okay. And if you don't believe me, you can go ahead and check out the 40 plus YouTube testimonials that we have on my YouTube channel. Okay. Across 10 different sports as well. Over 10 different sports, football, basketball, soccer, lacrosse, whatever, you name it. We have worked with a bunch of different sports implementing this hybrid model. Okay. The principles remain true. More service for your athletes, changing the way you price, living a better life. That can be implemented across any different type of sport. Okay. More value will always be something people buy. It's just about how you present it. Okay. Online and hybrid training is only going to get bigger. People will only get more comfortable with the idea. And it's only a matter of time before everybody is doing this. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The best time to start online or hybrid training was 20 years ago. Okay. When it was first invented or first thought of. The second best time is today. Don't wait. And if you want our help, fill out the application down below this video and schedule time to speak with us. We're looking forward to speaking with you soon.